People are worried about losing their job, their cars, all that. I lost everything. So in the beginning, sleeping in my car and everything. The world is on the other side of fear.
Your success and growth all start in your mind. So get ready for another mind shift.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mind Shift. I'm so excited for today's show. Thank you again for tuning in. I'm your host, if you are just discovering me, Joshua Kangley. And we here at this show talk all about motivation, inspiration, sharing uplifting stories to motivate you and inspire you as you go on your journey in your life. I believe that we need these kinds of stories now more than ever. And this particular guest today is another guiding light, guys, because he was an engineer who went to school, but he also had some passions, and he also knew intuitively that there was more for him, something different for him that he wanted to do. And so he went from 1 foot in, 1 foot out to jumping all the way into his passion. And another great story of inspiration, and now living his dream and being very, very successful at it, as a matter of fact. So that's what this show is all about today, this particular episode. I'm so excited to introduce to you Jason Carey today. Jason is really a multimedia personality. Yes, he does it all. Actor, he's a podcast show host, he is a speaker. He does so many wonderful things. He's a brand ambassador. I'll be sure to leave links in the description where you can find more about him and all that Jason is doing. But without further ado, let me introduce to you guys today, Mr. Jason Carey.
Jason, welcome to the show.
Man, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. Like I was just telling you off the show here, just excited to have you on. You're a multimedia personality, and you're really doing it. So I'm excited to learn from you, to kind of talk with you more about what you're doing.
Indeed. Let's talk about it. So it's been a road. It's been a road.
Yes, it has been a road, and you have an awesome journey. Would love to talk about that real quick. Tell us, who is Jason, and how have you been able to reach the level of success you've seen? Like, kind of give us a breakdown.
Man, I really believe that championships begin in the mind. So you'll hear me talk about a championship mindset or mind of a champion all of the time. I got a educational background, of course. I'm an engineer, went to school in North Carolina A&T State University, Aggie Pride, and went into my field of study. But while I was doing that, the whole time I had 1 foot in the entertainment business, performing and writing and all of those things was going on. But so I had to make a decision. Either I'm going to get older and regret trying, or I'm gonna go out there and go for it. And that's exactly what I did. I went on this foray into the entertainment business. My parents looking at me crazy. You got this degree, a nice job. And I was like, but there's something bigger, and there's something more for me to do. And that's really the motivational part of it for me. To other people, I guess I want to inspire, like, you got to go out there and do it. And just the best way to get started the best way to get something done is to get started. I tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
Get started, man. So hard work, a lot of being able to fail my way to the top and being okay with that. That's the other thing, man. I always tell people you got to be prepared for the failure part. A lot of people go out there and be like, man, I'm going to succeed. But yeah, that could be true. But you also know that there's going to be a pitfall. And if you ain't ready for that, then you won't make it to the other side, to the success.
Yeah, you mentioned a whole lot of important things there. To unpack it a little bit, I mean, so many of us have a hard time with, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and making that full commitment. And so it's inspiring to see you do that, and to be able to, like you said, fail forward and keep going forward. So just huge congratulations on what you're doing. And it's inspiring to us, people like me too, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, to really go for it.
Indeed. It definitely gotta go out there and make. Now, this is the thing. I think those decisions have, because I don't want to mislead anybody, those decisions have a couple of things in it involved. You also have to have, I guess, quote unquote, the right situation. I don't think it's ever a right situation, but at the time I was single, no wife, no kids, you know what I mean? And my commitment, my real commitment was to me at that time. And my entire life leading up to that, though, had been about being a role model for my little sisters and for my little cousins and making my parents proud and all that. And that's the stuff that we have to unlearn. That's the unfortunate, but we got to unlearn that part. Like, you know what? Mom, dad gonna love you regardless. They gonna hate what you do sometimes, but they gonna love you regardless. The people that look up to you, they gonna love you regardless if you get to the other side of it. I think more of the disappointment comes if you don't do it.
Absolutely. I agree 100% with you. How do you think you were able to do that? Or what were some big things that you would say has impacted your success?
Losing. Actually losing. I have unlearning. I learned that things are just things, meaning people are worried about losing their job, their cars, all that. I lost everything. So in the beginning, they sleeping in my car and everything, but I was prepared for that. So that really helped because now I'm not attached to any of that. It's like kind of like when you've been on the other side of fear. It's like now, like people are scared of roller coasters. Until you ride one, you're like, oh, it was nothing. Now you ride every roller coaster. It's the same thing to me in life going after something. You get on the other side of that fear, you're like, wow, the world is on the other side of fear. So that really has helped me in everything because now I'm not scared of losing. I'm not scared of what I have. My image is important as far as the integrity of who I am. But beyond that, man, that has helped a great deal because I'll shoot for anything. And I believe I can hit anything.
Yeah, I think that's the right attitude to have is that, being prepared for it, knowing what you're going for. And like you just said, you're going for it. You know what you're going to do. I think that's huge. So, thank you for speaking on that. And I think that so many of us out there are going to learn so much from you. Tell us about, you're doing so much out there. You're like a multi-personality. So how do you balance all that? You're on the road right now.
Yeah, hey man, my mother she talked about my mother and my grandfather, always talked about work ethic. And so for me, it's always been about the work ethic. I don't like wasting time. I believe a lot of things are time wasters. When I decided to go down this path, I sold all my video games. If I watch a show or something, I'm watching the actors because I'm an actor. So I'm watching the actors. I'm thinking about the production. So everything is work. Now, flip side of that is I don't have no hobbies. Everything turned into a job. So I don't really have no hobbies. But it's been about the work, man, and that's how I bounce. I'm kind of a machine, but I got a great group of people around me, so it's not just Jason. I got a great group around me that kind of keep me in line and keep me focused. Because the other thing that helps though too is that people like yourself, they say people may look at something or watch something or watch a movie that I've done or something, and they're inspired, and they tell me, and you know what, that's fuel for me because it's like. People are actually watching. So I got to keep going. And so everybody that's watching, everybody that supports me really keeps the fire burning for me. Yeah.
Let's talk about COVID right now. How are you able to, because you're in the media industry, you're an entrepreneur. How are you able to navigate through this successfully through this challenging time right now?
So this is probably, I tell people, I was talking to somebody recently and said that this is probably going to be the most challenging time in my entire career. And they're like, wait a minute, you were homeless. How is this the most challenging time? And I'm saying that what I do requires people to gather. Like I host large events. I've hosted, large events across the country, festivals. I do festivals every single year. I do large festivals. I host weddings. I do about 30 to 50 weddings. It kind of fluctuates, 30 to 50 weddings a year. So like almost every weekend I'm doing a wedding as the MC. And of course the smaller events, local events and things of that nature, it requires people to gather. So now we had to figure out, myself and the team that I work with had to figure out what else can we do to still get to the people and still kind of navigate through this thing. So I got a hashtag the pivot professional. I'm the pivot professional, man. I've learned to shift and move and kind of see the curve before we get to it. And so me and my DJ Genius, we created From the Club to the Living Room. So every Saturday for 15 weeks, we did a live online party, and we utilized the video game platform Twitch to broadcast to the world. And created a whole, we had music videos and everything. People called in or they watched and they tipped us and things of that nature. So that kept some funds coming in every week.
Yeah.
Man. So again, just being able to pivot. The radio show, we went virtual, you know. So instead of being in the studio, we were able to go virtual. And same thing with my podcast. My fellas, we'd be on Instagram, actually. Instagram phone call is a 4-screen, and we'd record like that. So utilize technology, man. Technology is great. You got to be a part of it, you know?
Yes, you know, and your ability to do that, to pivot, like you just said, what'd you say, the pivot professional?
The pivot professional, man.
Yeah, that's enabled you to do that. That's so awesome and good to hear that. And I just want to say congratulations, too, for your show, your podcast show, and all you're doing out there.
Yeah. 3 shows, man. It's a lot. I got 3 shows.
So what else is in the works for you? Like, what do you see coming down the line for you in the years to come?
Man, the next level, man, it's funny. The whole time, the goal they look at me as the chocolate Ryan Seacrest. I got my own name, but that's a way for them to actually attach themselves to me. For me, coming from music, I understand that you got to be able to, people need to be able to understand or kind of level it. So that's who I am. And the goal has always been to be on television, but it's funny that we spend more time online now. So it's like, is that still a goal? There are so much content online, man. So it's really navigating how this thing changes. I want a game show. I want a national game show. I want to be a game show host, man. I want to add that to my.
Yes.
So Game Show Network, holla at me, please. I believe me, I got the skill to do it. So that's coming down the line. I want to do more films because I have commercials and movies and things out now. So I want to do more of that and really produce the show. And I want to get this podcast to another level, man. I got a couple of them need to go to the next level. So anybody signing podcast, hey, NBC out here that y'all signing them, let's go.
You know, I mean, you have the personality, man, and you have what it takes, I think, to do all what you just said. And I wish you all the best on that.
Man, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Where can we all find you, more about you? Where can we go to learn more about you, Jason?
Well, definitely go to the website, jasoncarey.net. Please go out there. It's some videos out there. You can get to the podcast. There are tons of merchandise, so you can wear the Jason Carey brand if you like. Also, Instagram. I'm heavy on social media at Jason804, and that's the brand across the board. Twitter, Jason804. Please tweet me, man. I'm back on Twitter, and I really want to enjoy more people that's on Twitter, man. I'm a lover of words, and so that's why I love Twitter. Video came and people just changed their whole attention diverted. I'm still on to the words. I like words, so come on to Twitter. Yeah. Jason804, and the same on Facebook, Jason804 brand on Facebook. So please, man, enjoy. Come see me.
You got it, Jason804, okay? And we'll put links in the description, and so we'll be able to all find you.
And the 3 shows, I guess I definitely got to name the shows. I keep saying I got 3 shows. I have the morning coffee swig in the morning, so 8 to 10 on the morning coffee swig. Also, Minds of Mischief is the podcast. We have a good time with that, man, on all streaming platforms. And of course, Running the Point with Jason Carey. You can get to that on all streaming platforms, or go into the website and click podcast, and you'll find it.
Awesome. We will do that. Thank you, Jason, for being on the show today.
Man, thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the conversation with Jason Carey. What an amazing, dynamic person. He's really showing and proving that even through these times that we're experiencing through COVID, that you can pivot and you can meet the new expectation of our customers. And that's really what it's about. So I hope you guys are paying attention to that because you can, even now, pivot. That's the key right there. And I hope that was a great takeaway for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. I want to say thank you to Jason for being on the show with me today and sharing his story, talking to me about what he's doing. If you guys like the content, please like, share, subscribe. I am looking for comments. Like, really, guys, I'm looking for some good feedback. What do you guys think I need to do to make the content better? And check out the description, because I will leave all the links that you need to find Jason, to learn more about what he's doing, and to connect with him on social. Again, a huge thank you for watching, for listening, and all your support along the way in my own journey. Like I said, it's my mission to help as many people as I possibly can. So help me help more people, guys. Thank you so much again for watching today, for listening today. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.